Well, hey everyone, I'm Fred Northup Jr. Welcome to Cooking with Class 2020. We are live here at the historic Goodwin Library in Pike Place Market. Thank you so much for being here with us. You know, I am so happy to be a part of the 19th annual Cooking with Class fundraiser. This is my 4th year hosting, and I absolutely love this event. And while I miss seeing all of you in person, while I miss the delicious food, the sweeping views at Salty's on Alki, I am thrilled to share this exciting virtual program with you live tonight. Now, we truly appreciate you tuning in while we take you on a culinary adventure, complete with live, action-packed auctions, full of incredible travel, amazing dining packages. You don't want to miss out on that. Now, while we're going to have an amazing time, we are actually here to benefit services and housing for seniors located right here in the heart of Pike Place Market, the soul of our city. Did you know that supporting the community of seniors was actually written into the charter of Pike Place Market way back in 1971? Senior residents are critical to the community and vitality of our beloved market. Our goal for tonight is to raise money to help fund some of the vital programs that seniors who live here in and around the market rely on every day. It's no surprise that many of the market's essential services involve access to fresh, healthy food, like the Market Foods Access Program that funded 6,500 shopping trips last year for seniors shopping the market's farm stands, and Pike Market Food Bank that distributes healthy food to more than 1,000 households per week. The Pike Market Senior Center that provides 2 nutritious meals to downtown seniors every day, and more. Not to mention, the market is home to 500 seniors living on fixed incomes and provides a continuum of care with the market's assisted living facility. Now, last year, with your generosity, we raised over $150,000 at Cooking with Class. With your help, we hope to raise even more to support this amazing community in the market whose lives have been greatly impacted by the pandemic. They need our help now more than ever. Everybody ready? All right, we're gonna do this. Here's what you can expect tonight. We have 3 renowned Seattle chefs who will demonstrate the cooking techniques used in the 3 recipes that you received in your email. Now, if you don't already have them, you can find them on the event websites at either pikeplacemarketfoundation.org or seattledining.com. Now, here's a tip. Don't try to cook along with us live. These chefs will demonstrate these recipes, and they'll give you exclusive tips on how to make these at home after the event. When you need to watch these again, the videos will be archived on the Pike Place Market Foundation's YouTube page. In between these cooking sessions, we're going to close our live auction in sections, and you can win amazing items, including our famous chef dinners, all while supporting the community of services and housing that aid thousands of seniors who live in and around here, Pike Place Market. In fact, the live auction is going on right now. If possible, we suggest you use a second device like a phone or a small tablet to bid and donate. That way you can watch this on your big screen. Just go to cookingwithclass.ggo.bid. If you're there for the first time, up at the top you'll see the word start or start bidding. Create your profile, enter your credit card information, and start bidding. In fact, we need everyone to go to cookingwithclass.ggo.bid, sign up now, as that's also where you get to raise your virtual paddle to support our seniors. Your generous donations tonight will positively impact the community of seniors who live in and around Pike Place Market. They, again, like all of us, have been greatly impacted by the pandemic sweeping our city, our nation, and our world right now. All right. Let's start out with a few words from a Cooking with Class favorite, Chef Wayne Johnson. Now, when he first joined Cooking with Class, he was executive chef at Andaluca. All these years later, he is now the vice president of culinary operations at Fair Start. And I have been lucky enough to hang with Chef at many Cooking with Class events. He is one of the nicest people in the city. He is as generous as he is talented, and we can't thank him enough. Take a look.
Hey everybody, it's Chef Wayne Johnson from Fair Start. It's great to see you. I'm sad that we're not going to be able to get together, but virtually we're going to be able to get together with Cooking with Class this year. I've been doing this, can you believe it, 18 years. This is great. I love it because we're doing things for the market, seniors, and even better yet, us at Fair Start, we've been doing emergency meals for the market, so that even brings us a little bit closer. Now, what I don't want you to forget is I am actually doing an auction package, virtual. I want you to buy it, sit with your family, watch me, we're going to cook together. Have a great time, stay safe.
Well, thank you so much, Chef Wayne. Now, Wayne's auction package number 7 is up for bid right now, so make your bid if you haven't yet. I mean, how cool would that be? Item number 7, hanging out with Chef, cooking alongside with Chef over Zoom. We'll send all the food that you need. It's going to be amazing. So bid on auction item number 7 while you're bidding on everything else. In fact, while you bid on all of our live items, I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Their support makes this event possible. Firstly, thank you to American Lamb Board, Swire Coca-Cola, thank you so much, Salty's Waterfront, Seafood Grills. Thank you to Bar Green Ellingson. Thank you to Seattle Dining. Thank you to Kite Rocket. Thank you to our friends at Punch Drunk. Thank you to Don Julio, Bailey's, Crown Royal, and Johnny Walker Black. And a final thank you to A Bit of Taste, Queen Anne Olive Oil Company. Thank you to all of them. We really can't do this without our amazing sponsors, so thank you. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube and you ever have a technical glitch, such as the audio and the video don't sync up perfectly, oftentimes you can just refresh your YouTube browser and most problems will be magically fixed. Okay, tonight would not be possible without the founder of Cooking with Class. She is the editor of Seattle Dining. We would not be here if it weren't for her leadership. Please welcome the one and only Connie Adams. Take it away, Connie.
Thanks, Fred. This event has huge meaning for me. In my fundraising work over the years, it's seemed that seniors don't always get the attention they deserve. What do you do when you don't have a network around you and your money runs out? It's pretty scary. So for the past 19 years, we've held this culinary extravaganza at the beautiful Salty's on Alki to make those lives a little easier, healthier, and more enjoyable. Cooking with Class certainly has a different feel this year, but we are excited to share this evening with you. Our goal is to raise funds to assist the community of low-income seniors who live and access services at Pike Place Market. I miss seeing all of your faces and the excitement in the room, but I'm so pleased with what we have in store for you tonight. I'm here at the Bar Green Ellingson store and commercial kitchen in Seattle. Bar Green generously donated their kitchen and videographer for this year's event. Thank you so much. And thank you all for tuning in. I can't wait to share all the fun recipes and auction items with you on my favorite night of the year. I'm going to pass it back to the market to hear from Lillian Sherman, Executive Director of the Pike Place Market Foundation. Lillian, it's so great working with you and the foundation team.
Thank you, Connie, and thank you all for joining us tonight. Every event has its own distinct personality, and Cooking with Class is no exception. It's such a fun culinary adventure, and I can't wait to see the chefs in action in a moment. Your participation in tonight's event is more important than ever for the whole market community. In June, we launched the Power of Pike Place Recovery campaign in an effort to keep all of our neighbors healthy and safe. Many of you may not be aware that the Pike Place Market includes housing, a resource center, and programs to access food and nutrition for seniors on low and fixed incomes. It is a vital part of what makes the market an urban model for a healthy community that addresses poverty and inequity. Our diverse and vibrant market requires all of us to work together toward our mission to nurture a thriving market community. During this unprecedented time, we've witnessed just how essential this mission is to the health of everyone in our city and around the globe. I'm thankful that you've joined us tonight to have a lot of fun, all while doing a lot of good for the seniors in the market community. Let's get started with our first chef demo, joined by Chefs Jeremy and Nick Musser. To kick things off, let's go back to our fearless leader, Connie Adams.
Tonight wouldn't be complete without Chef Jeremy McLaughlin, our regular host. Jeremy is the corporate chef for Salty's and is the only Salty's employee to have worked at all the Salty's locations. He now also heads up the Pecos Pit Project, bringing us great barbecue. Jeremy is a driving force and has been for 19 years, stepping in when someone couldn't make it last minute, taking over as host, sometimes doing both, and so much more. Another person we can't thank enough. Welcome back, Jeremy.
Thanks, everyone. It is so great to be back. We have 3 chefs at Bar Green Ellington tonight who will demo their recipes for you and give you tips along the way. With us are chef owner Daisley Gordon of Cafe Campagne, chef consultant Peter Levine, and chef owner Maximillien Petty of Eden Hill Provisions. You should all have your recipes and wine pairings so you can follow along with the chefs and give it a go after the event. I'm guessing some of you are already sampling the wine, which is okay with me. I wish I was there enjoying it with you. Joining me is another Cooking with Class favorite, Chef Nick Musser, who was the chef at the very first Cooking with Class, representing Icon Grill, for his cush job as corporate chef at Bar Green Ellington. Our first chef is Daisley Gordon, who first came to Cafe Campagne in 1995, the place for regional cuisine in Seattle. He worked his way up from being a line cook to executive chef and now owns this iconic market restaurant. Tonight he's making one of his favorite dishes, lemon butter spinach. So to kick off this first event, I'm going to ring the iconic market bell, which signifies the opening of the market every morning. So let's begin.
We're about to make lemon butter spinach. It's super quick, simple and easy, but it's also really, really tasty, and everyone always really enjoys it. We've got a nice wide bottom saute pan. Our spinach is ready and clean. This is about 1 pound. We have a little sea salt, a little whole butter, some shallots that have already been minced, and some lemons. I pulled the seeds out just so those don't pop in there. You don't have to pick them out while you're eating. And of course, a little fresh cracked black pepper. This guy's pretty hot, so a little bit of butter. I think it says about 1 tablespoon of butter. You can use more if you want. Guy's melting right away. And then put your shallots right on top of the butter. As the French say, just sweat the shallots. And that kind of lets the juice come out and mix with the butter. And it's nice, mild and gentle shallot flavor, as opposed to something that's like a little harsher and more caramelized. So the idea with the spinach is it's really just full of water, and we're just trying to get it to turn a nice bright green. This is exactly what we're looking for. You see the little bit of foam. We want to get that coverage all over the bottom of the pan. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit more butter because, well, I own a French restaurant, so. And then in goes the spinach. It'll seem like quite a bit, but you just pile it up because it wilts quite quickly. And at this point, it's fine to go ahead and add your salt and a little bit of pepper because they'll get mixed in really well. You wanna finish it with the lemon. You don't really wanna burn or boil the lemon. It's just a nice peppy accent. Good amount of pepper. And you see as we move it around, it settles down, and we're just gently turning it over. You can already see where it's getting nice and bright green, and that's what we're looking for. So you don't need a ton of heat in the pan because the heat from one spinach leaf that's cooked kind of helps the other one soften up. So I think it's been less than a couple minutes and already we're there. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little lemon in. It also cuts some of the richness if you find the butter overwhelming. The other thing that's great about this preparation, it's perfect for spinach, but you can do it with other green vegetables. I recommend blanching those things, like if you have broccolini or broccoli or anything like that, even green beans. We're there. Ooh. Ready to go. So you want to save all of that juice. This is a great accompaniment to roasted meats, fish, and that pound of spinach. Well, I could eat it by myself, but I think that it'd be great for 2 or 3 people. If you want a little less butter, a little lemon juice, that's up to you. But there we have it. Lemon butter spinach from Cafe Campagne for Cooking with Class. Thanks. Nick, Jeremy, come in and give it a try.
Looks fantastic.
Thank you.
So I got a question for you. How is this cold?
That's a funny thing. I think it's pretty tasty cold. It's not great screaming hot. It's too intense. So I think room temperature is great. But you can just imagine that with a piece of fish, a grilled steak. It's that nice bit of green and a little bit of brightness. That's a great contrast and really lifts other things.
So one of the questions I always get, can I do it in advance? Now, one of the things you talked about was how quick it was.
Right.
It was super fast.
Right.
But is there any way to make it in advance and then reheat it right before service?
If I was gonna do that, what I would actually do is just blanch the spinach. And then what you end up having is, it's a much quicker preparation. You have the butter and the shallots foaming together. You put that blanched spinach in, you toss it together, a little salt and pepper. That works. You don't want to put the lemon in too early because it's going to cause the spinach to turn brown and kind of break down.
Yeah.
If you don't want to deal with the masses of floating spinach leaves, it's certainly the smart thing to do would be to blanch the spinach, drain it, chill it, and then it's a very easy, slightly more contained. So that would be a great thing to do.
Nice.
And what you could do at home, I mean, you could get that protein done, and then you just saute that real quick. And you're
Absolutely, yeah.
With pasta, that's what I was asking about.
Oh my God, with pasta?
You could just.
Yeah, because all of the delicious butter and the juice from the spinach mixed with pasta would be fantastic.
It's amazing. I mean, you think what's in butter? You've got the milk solids and the milk and a little bit of water and a little salt. Beautiful acid from the lemon and all the great grain. It's super simple, but there's a lot going on, and it's very satisfying.
Yeah, the simplicity of it. You get that spinach. I bet you if Popeye actually ate this, his eye would actually open up a little.
I think so. He'd have muscles on top of his muscles.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Excellent job.
My pleasure. Happy to share it. Cooking with class.
Wow, right? That looks delicious. I can't wait, of course, to see what Chef Peter and Chef Maximillien have for us in store. Now, as you make these dishes at home later, feel free to post, share photos or video of your handiwork, and be sure to tag at Pike Place Market Foundation. And be sure to use hashtag #CookingWithClass because we want to see all of your masterpieces. In fact, if you've already tried out one or more of these recipes, firstly, that was brave. Let us know in the chat how it went. We love hearing from you. Okay, it is time to close our first section of the live auction. If you haven't yet, grab a second device or open a new browser window to log on to cookingwithclass.ggo.bid. We're going to be closing auction items in groups, and the first group to close will be items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All of those are going to all close at the same time. We're going to put a 5-minute countdown timer up, and when it ends, we're going to close those items. So just to recap, so we're all on the same page, that is the Chef's Dinner with Peter Levine in your home, the Chef's Dinner with Clara Gutierrez Carroll of Castilla, the Chef's Dinner with Greg Klaus of Revolve Food and Wine, the Sleep Around Pike Place Market, the Windstar Cruise, and Pamper Yourself Getaways. Now, here is the tip. You're going to be bidding on a lot of items. You can set a maximum bid by clicking the button that says Bid More. Once you click that, you have two choices. You can either jump the bid way up or you can set a max bid. And when you set a max bid, your device will automatically bid for you whenever you're outbid all the way up to your max bid. You can always set a new max bid. You can always click more if you're just feeling inspired and jump the bid way up. All right, everybody ready? We're going to put 5 minutes on the clock. These 6 items are closing down in 5 minutes. So set your max bid, and on your mark, get set, bid. All right, while the clock counts down, we're going to talk about each of these amazing items. If you miss travel, if you miss dining out, these items are for you. Up first, we have a Chef's Dinner with Peter Levine in your home. Now, Chef Peter has run some of the best restaurants in town. Now he's going to be cooking in your home. Start with a pre-dinner Earl Grey highball with Johnny Walker Black, then enjoy a multi-course dinner for 8, wine pairings from our friends at Vin Crew USA, and an after-dinner drink from Bailey's. All right, let's check in right now. Guess who's in the lead? Me! I'm in the lead. You've got to outbid me. Right now, the next bid is only $1,000. $1,000 to have an incredible chef in your home. It's auction item number 1. Don't let this opportunity slip away. Our chef dinners are world famous. Let's support these amazing chefs and bring them to your home. Next, auction item number 2, Chef's Dinner with Clara Gutierrez Carroll of Castilla. Now this is a tapas and paella party, and Clara creates the feeling of a dining out at a tapas restaurant in Spain. I love this because you have a choice. You can have dinner in your home for 6 people, or you can head to Castilla in Bellevue and have dinner for 5. And this includes tapas with sangria, paella, wine provided by bodegas from Vin Cru. So make sure you're bidding on this amazing auction item. Right now, David Mann in the lead at $1,000. The next bid, only $1,250. I've got a monitor here where I'm watching all the action. Catherine, no pressure, but you've been outbid, Catherine. Sorry about that. Catherine, you're outbid. David in the lead. Let's see. The next bid, again, only $1,250 for this incredible party. And I can see we've got just about 3 minutes remaining. And we're going to move on to auction item number 3. Now, this is a gluten-free fine dining experience led. You know what? Right now I'm getting so much light on my script that I can't see it anymore. So will you just scroll up a little bit higher and I'll read from the top. We've got, as you can tell, the sun pounding behind me. So this is Greg Klaus and Revolve's private wine cellar. The flavors and textures will have you saying, this is gluten-free? This includes a 5-course dinner for 6, all paired with world-class wines. So let's check in. This chef's dinner with Greg Klaus of Revolve Food and Wine. Currently, right now, the lead bid is $1,000, $1,000. Carmen, David, you've both been outbid. Carol has now taken the lead. Carol taking the lead at $1,000. The next bid, only $1,100. Next, my friends, bid on item number 4, luxurious hotels right here near the Pike Place Market. Of course, we all need a staycation. We'll give you 3 staycations. Stay at the Thompson Seattle, enjoy the Nest, which is incredible. Stay at the Inn at the Market and eat at Elliott's Oyster House, and stay at the Four Seasons Hotel with dinner at Goldfinch Tavern. Currently, sleeping around Pike Place Market right now, Jeff Coppersmith in the lead with a dominant, commanding lead. Megan, Holly, you've both been outbid. This is your opportunity. The next advance, only $250 more. All these amazing staycations all lined up. How much fun is auction item number 4 with only 90 seconds left? Next, bid on item number 5. With both smaller and larger vessels, high-end service and food, and a choice of destinations, you will see the world through new eyes. And you have until the end of April 2022 to take your cruise. That's right, April 20 of 22 is when this expires, so you've got plenty of time. Imagine adding this experience as one of your best memories you've ever had in your life. This cruise is always one of our most popular items. People who go on these Windstar cruises rave and rave and rave. They've been big supporters of ours, and we thank them so much. With less than a minute left, Vivian Johnson currently in the lead. Barbara, you have been outbid. It's the Barbara versus Vivian battle. Who's going to get to go on this amazing cruise? Right now, remember, you can always set a max bid. So if you're willing to bid up to $5,000, $6,000, go ahead and set your max bid, because we've got 30 seconds left as we go to item number 6, visiting 3 of the most beautiful areas in the Northwest. Kingfish Inn at West Sound on Orcas Island is a quiet getaway by the water with a truly remarkable dinner from Chef Raymond Southern. On San Juan Island, you get to stay at the gorgeous Snug Harbor Resort, and we'll send you there with everything to make a perfect meal in your cabin. And Port Ludlow on the Olympic Peninsula, relax, get a chef-prepared tasting menu. It's a dream come true. Barbara in the lead here. Is she gonna hold on? Let's see, Jeannie, Megan, you've all been outbid. Barbara Lowe in the lead right there with this incredible getaway as time runs out. Now keep bidding on your phone until it is completely closed on your phone, because there might be a little lag between when I say time has run out and when we manually close those items. But those items are officially being closed right now. Thank you to all of you who donated and bid, and congratulations to those who conquered. We really appreciate your generosity, and truly, your generosity is changing lives. I also want to point out that item number 17 and 18 are very unique opportunities to be a permanent part of Pike Place Market with your very own bronze hoof print. For a donation of $2,500, or $5,000, you can write your name, your business, your kids' names, your grandkids' names, whatever inscription, it's your choice, right onto a bronze hoof print to be installed here at Pike Place Market. Your hoof print will go down in Pike Place Market history. So just click Buy Now to donate either $2,500 or $5,000 for your very own hoof print, and the Market Foundation team will work with you on your custom inscription. And these are going to be open throughout the whole event. Now, there's more to come, so keep bidding on the auction items that are still open. Now, I'm staring at a drink. I want to talk briefly about this delicious beverage. If you know me, you know that I love Scotch whiskey. And Johnny Walker Black is sponsoring the cocktail in Peter Levine's dinner with an Earl Grey highball. This looks delicious. I am not allowed to drink this, but after the event I am, and so I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to guard it with my life. Now, you just heard me also mention Vin Crew USA twice during our first live auction group. So now we're going to hear from Jeff Pita of Vin Crew USA. Jeff has been in the wine industry for a very long time. He knows his stuff. He has his own company now that represents a number of local and international brands. And at Cooking with Class, you normally find him behind a tasting table. He's pouring samples, he's sharing information, and as you'll see, a joke. So let's take it away with Jeff.
Well, hello there. Welcome to Cooking with Class 2020. My name is Jeff Pita, Managing Partner of Vin Crew USA. It's been my privilege and honor to provide wines like these for the last 19 years. This year, we'll be here, virtually. Wines, celebrity chefs, recipes, auction items. Come join us. And it wouldn't be a great year unless I told a bad joke or two. And those would be dad jokes, not bad jokes. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus giggle? Well, of course, tentacles. Cheers.
Come on. Jokes like that are reason enough to come back next year and drink his incredible wines. Now, before we get to our next chef, it is time to close our second section of the live auction. Again, if you haven't done this, we suggest that you grab a second device, maybe a phone or something. If you need to, you can open up a second browser window, of course. But just log on to cookingwithclass.ggo.bid. If you're there for the first time, the button says start or start bidding at the top. Just get all set up because you don't want to miss these amazing auction items and you don't want to miss your opportunity to raise your virtual paddle. So the next group to close will be items number 7 through 12. We're going to put a 5-minute countdown timer up again. When it ends, we're going to close those items. Again, if you're just joining us, you can set a maximum bid by clicking the button that says Bid More. Once you click that, you have two choices. You can jump the bid way up, or you can set a maximum bid and your phone will automatically bid for you all the way up when you're outbid. So it'll go all the way up to your max bid. Got it? All right, we're going to put 5 minutes on the clock. These 6 items all close in 5 minutes. Set your max bid now. On your mark, get set, bid. All right, as time runs out, we're going to talk about these items. We're going to start with item number 7, the Zoom cooking class with Wayne Johnson of Fair Start. As our repeat guests know, Wayne is a favorite at Cooking with Class with his crazy chef pants, irrepressible smile, and just great food. This dinner is for 6 with wine provided by Vin Crew USA. Now, it might not be in person, but you still get to spend time with Wayne. You still get to learn his tricks. He is so much fun. He's going to create a box of everything you need to make the dinner along with him so you can enjoy dinner together. Currently, Megan Barnes in the lead at $750. The minimum raise, only $250, $1,000. Remember, not only are you hanging out with Chef Wayne, but he's got the ingredients for you. Vin Crew USA has the wines for you. This is an amazing Zoom cooking class with Wayne Johnson of Fair Start. So make sure you bid on auction item number 7. Item number 8 will have you wining and dining at 3 iconic Northwest restaurants. Russell Lowell is practically a household name after all his years in catering and owning restaurants. Jeff Maxfield has wowed us for years while at Sky City at the Space Needle. He now owns Finn's Bistro. Maximillien, of course, been a romantic and view draw at Pike Place Market for so many years. You will never forget these amazing meals. Auction item number 8, Dine Around Wine Dinners. Currently, David Mann in the lead. Nora, you've been outbid, but don't worry. You've got 3 minutes and 20 seconds left right now. You can take it back. The next bid is only $100 more. Don't let these incredible dinners slip out of your grip for only $100. Everyone, we hope you'll join us. Bid quickly, bid now. Remember, it's for a great cause, and these chefs work so hard putting together these amazing meals, these amazing experiences. Item number 9, the sleep around really gives you an idea of the different experiences you can have around the east side. You get to stay at the Bellevue Club Hotel and use their athletic and wellness facilities and enjoy their on-site restaurants. The Heathman is upscale northwest in the heart of downtown Kirkland, with Hearth providing enticing food and drink. The Archer Hotel in Redmond has a modern high-tech feel, and you'll be dining at Woodblock, a neighborhood restaurant that delights all of its guests. All of that could be yours with that is auction item number 9. Auction item number 9, right now, a hot item. Make sure you're visiting that. Currently in the lead is Ann Bryant. Sarah, you've been outbid, but don't worry. Don't worry. Keep on bidding. Keep on bidding. This is an amazing opportunity. You've got just over 2 minutes left. And remember, you can set a max bid, as I know that some of our friends have already done, and that's going to keep bidding for you. All right, item number 10. A Holland America cruise. Now listen, Holland America cruises have no expiration date. So again, buy it now, and when it's safe to cruise, you will be first in line. How great will that be? You get to enjoy an ocean view stateroom, a 7-day cruise, and you choose the destination. Do you want to go up the Inside Passage of Alaska? Do you want to do the Caribbean? I did that cruise. It was stunning. Do you want to visit Mexico? Do you want to go up to Canada and New England as the leaves are changing? That's enough, right? But there's more. This cruise, again, no expiration date. Plus, there's more. 2 coach round trip tickets on Alaska Airlines. You are in it to win it. This is a steal right now. Absolutely, you need to jump in. It's auction item number 10, the cruise and the Alaska Airlines tickets. And again, that cruise has no expiration date. Incredible service, incredible food. Plus, you get the view out your window. All right, let's talk about auction item number 11. The sleep around experience will have you feeling like you've traveled when you're right in the area. Silver Cloud has a brand new hotel on Point Ruston in Tacoma, right on the water. They'll have you dining right there. Hyatt Regency Southport in Renton is also right on the water with a resort feel and dinner at their restaurant Waters Table. Lowe's Hotel 1000 is a boutique hotel in Seattle that gets overlooked by locals and should not be overlooked. You'll enjoy dinner at their all-water seafood and oyster bar. With 30 seconds left right now, I can see Megan in the lead right there. Let's talk about item number 12. If you're a beer fanatic, this is for you. I bid on this. I got outbid. Charles Finkel, one of the most knowledgeable people in beer and beer culture in the country. You get to tour through the brewery and the microbrewery museum, personal beer tasting, all hanging out at the Pike Club pub. If you're a beer fanatic, this is for you. Bid on that Pike Brewing dinner and tour. It's item number 12. Right now, Helen outbid me, outbid Lisa. It's an amazing dinner, amazing experience, amazing tour with a wonderful man. Time is running out. Again, keep bidding on your phone until we fully close those items, just in case there's a little lag. But thank you again to all of our amazing donors, all of our bidders. We can't do this without you. All right, it's time for our next chef. Normally I'm hanging out with Chef Jeremy. Normally he and I are side by side. I wish I was with you, Chef Jeremy, but we're gonna throw it back to Chef Jeremy to introduce our next chef. So take it away, chefs.
All right, welcome back. Our second chef is Maximillien Petty, who is racking up Young Chef Awards seemingly by the dozens before visiting Seattle with his wife and finding the spot on Queen Anne that became Eden Hill Restaurant. They later opened a more casual spot just a few blocks down called Eden Hill Provisions. We're excited to see him create breaded and seared scallops with Tessa bacon and corn cream with a beautiful lemon peel gastrique. All right, well, let's ring that bell.
I'm going to start first. So the scallop, it's going to be a crispy scallop on the corn cream and a little gastrique. Fairly simple things together make a wonderful dish. We're going to start with the corn cream. I have Tessa bacon. So Tessa bacon is a bacon we make at the restaurants. It's kind of like pancetta and bacon together. We get that cured as red wine, garlic, cures for quite a bit, but then we fully smoke it. But it has a lot of those beautiful flavors of pancetta, but a little more smokiness. So once the pan gets hot, I'm gonna start rendering out the bacon, and then we use that fat to sweat out. Kind of while that's rendering, I'm gonna get slow started on the scallop. So everyone wants to do the perfect crispy scallop. You don't want it to be hot all the way through and overcooked. I go for perfect hard sear. Once this cream is done, and right before we pan fry them, as we take just regular household egg whites, this is 4 egg whites, I'll whip it to about just under medium peaks. So I'm gonna treat these kind of like you would an egg dredge. If you were to, you know, take a piece of pork, like a cutlet or something like that, and you'll do an egg batter with panko and that kind of stuff. But we'll just use egg whites so we can be a little more gentle. So we're gonna dip the scallop in the egg whites and then dip it in our crust. And then when we pan sear it, we can stick that crust on, get an even harder sear, and get really crunchy and really beautiful without even having to touch the scallop, so you won't overcook it. Bacon's starting to render, getting some nice color. I'm gonna start with our garlic, our scallion. Set that down a little bit. Okay, go back to whipping. Yeah, well, nice and fluffy, and so they're just tacky enough, kind of creating like a web. It's just tacky enough for the scallop to stick onto. That's looking nice, like that. So we got our corn, our peppers. You can go any kind of peppers you want. They're in season right now. So many great peppers. Roasted jalapenos, roasted Fresnos, hatch chilies, kind of whatever you want. And really in a kind of a cream-infused dish like this, fava beans, peas, any vegetable you have kind of lying around is awesome. I like corn. It's that charred, it's sweet. It plays nicely with the fat from the bacon, the sweetness from the scallops. So I always go with corn. And then we'll kind of season as we go. Salt, pepper. Start to pull some of those juices out, a little more fat out of the bacon. And then I'm gonna go right in with our cream because we want it to reduce down with all this flavor and kind of pull it out and reduce down. Make almost kind of like a vegetable risotto of sorts. So this is a mixture of cultured cream and heavy cream, but it's pretty much a thinned out creme fraiche. And then we're gonna reduce that by half. It doesn't take long in a big pan like this. And then I have the greens, the tops of the scallions. We have chervil, parsley, just a nice bean herb mix, chives, a little bit of chopped mint. That goes in as well to reduce down with the cream. Helps with that sweetness. And then I always have on hand a lemon cheeks, but I'll kind of cut off the lemon so you never get the seeds, just the sides. And then we'll kind of finish with that. We'll finish the scallops with it as well. Always have those on hand when I'm cooking. All right, see that's almost done already. I'm gonna set that to the side. Go to the fun part. So now the scallops. Hot pan, I always do when I'm doing a cast iron or aluminum or whatever it is, I always get the pan ripping hot first. I won't put my oil in first because oil can burn, but a hot pan can stay hot forever. So I'll wait till the pan gets really hot. And while that happens, I'll season my scallops. This is great for like an appetizer, so I'll usually do 1 or 2 per person. So I'm gonna do 4 of them here. A little bit of salt. We'll go in with our oil. And it should be getting hot. And then that's when we dip. So your oil is getting hot with the pan now. We have our egg whites ready. And you take your seasoned scallop, just dip the edge right in there, kind of sticks on, and then dip it right in your crust like that. Kind of just set it in there while you do your other ones. Just kind of a new, lighter way to do just a classic breading, and I really love it for seafood. I'm gonna go a touch more oil. You wanna make sure you have enough. Make sure your oil is hot enough because it needs to react. Still build that sear. This one is panko in little bacon bits. You can do just straight panko and some of your favorite herbs or spices, chili, kind of whatever you're feeling. But I'm gonna do bacon, of course, because that pairs well with the corn and the bacon that's already in the cream. All right, so drop it now that my oil is getting hot. Drop it in, you hear that sizzle. The egg whites will start to puff up a little bit. They'll stick onto the scallops. You kind of keep them moving around, make sure nothing's sticking, but with a hot pan and with this technique, crispy and it shouldn't stick, and it just separates itself. So while that's going, I'm gonna start plating the rest of the dish. The corn cream, it's ready to go. Taste it, make sure it's the salt, the lemon that it needs. Just gonna plate it, put it in the bottom of the bowl. With a little cream, you can see the cream's thickened, but it'll pile at the bottom, and you're really, when you're cutting into those scallops, just enough acid and salt, you just drag the scallops right through the cream. Check our scallops. Starting to get, you can see that, I don't know if you can see that golden brown, it's starting to get nice and crispy. Egg white's starting to cook. So then once it starts getting golden brown, then I go in with butter. Spent a lot of time cooking in Texas. We finish all our dishes in butter. I only cook the scallops on one side. So once you get that nice sear, I'll baste it in some butter. Let them continue to sear. Focus on that crunch, so you don't overcook it from both sides. I'll hit it with fresh lemon when they're just about done. Get bubbling, nice and delicious. And I'm gonna get ready to flip. Then we'll flip them, just so we can use the hot butter to kind of encase that color in that dredge. And you'll take it on either a rack or a towel. Let them sit for a second. You'll choose your favorite ones, best sear you got. Take 2 of them, place it on your dish, just like that. And then I made a little gastrique, which is just equal parts your favorite vinegar and sugar, and then whatever accoutrement you want on the side. So I use thyme and lemon peel, just because I like the acid on the dish and a little bit of sweetness. And so then I'll just take that reduction, I just reduce it probably by half. And I'll just kind of drizzle that over as much as or as little as you want. It goes really well with that crunch. And then I do fresh herbs. So I always have a little herb salad. I shock in ice water first. Pea shoots, mint. I love green and purple together, so I usually pair those. Parsley, cilantro. There we go.
Thanks so much, Max. That was fantastic. You know, the one thing I love about classes like this, as a chef, I learned something today. That was fantastic. I'm making this dish this weekend, so that's great. Those scallops are gorgeous. So for a person at home, where do they go to buy scallops like that? Where do you go to buy scallops like that for your house?
I use Key City, which is someone I've used since I was 15, my sister's restaurant, and they go up and down the coast for all the best fish and use all the best tribes. But if I need it in a pinch or I'm going for my home, I'll usually go to one of the fish markets down at
Pike Place Market, huh?
Pike Place Market is huge, so any of the markets down there, they bring it to Pike Place Market and just really support kind of people that really bring in and really passionate about it, really know their scallops, because the difference between kind of a wet, frozen scallop versus something like this, make or break a dinner party. So it's important.
Tell me more about that. What do you mean wet versus what kind are these then?
So these are dry packed. These are from Alaska. And sometimes they'll freeze them, or they'll harness all the moisture. They shred the integrity of the scallop. They're just treated not as well as some of the dry pack. That people give a lot of respect, and they've been beautiful tubs, and they're shipped properly, and it's 2 different products altogether. All the Pike Place fishermen down there, they know that. They know when it comes to fresh fish, they treat kind of tub scallops the same, because it's harder to get in fresh scallops. So when they get them in, they treat them properly. They don't freeze them. They don't ruin the integrity. So it just makes a whole difference.
Nice. Well, they're gorgeous.
Well, thank you.
So talk to me a little bit about the Tessa bacon. So you're making your own pancetta, but then you're smoking it. Talk to me a little bit about the technique. Can someone do this at home? Is it a simple process? I mean, are you having to cure it in your garage, or what's going on?
I do also cure it in my garage, but at the restaurant, it's pretty easy. We just have a tub or a Cambro, and we any plastic bin, and we just treat lots of red wine, lots of fresh garlic, salt. Pretty basic cure, but it's a little wetter and a little just more acidic and delicious. Full of red wine, and we let it sit for 5 days, and then we soak it, we dry it, and then if you have a smoker.
Well, thank you so much for doing this. And is there any way that we can get that technique for the pancetta from you?
Yeah.
Sidebar, me and Nick can wrestle you for it later or something. Thank you, everyone. Welcome.
My gosh, don't we all want to be there tasting with those chefs? Another winning recipe. I just want to say we are so honored to have these incredible local chefs sharing their time and their talent with us, all to benefit the Pike Place Market community. You know, Chef Petty often uses scallops from right here at Pike Place Market vendors because they get the best seafood. So we hope that you are using the market as your grocery, as well as dining here at the restaurants, especially since the market offers dining on the cobblestones, plus delivery and takeout options. The farmers and the artists are back in the market too, so please come visit, come support. This is your market. Now I'm going to step to the side safely so we can hear from Lillian from the Market Foundation about what's happening at the market and the increased needs that this pandemic has created.
Thank you, Fred. Like many of you, over the past 7 months, Pike Place Market has adapted to a totally new reality. The needs of the 500 senior residents of the market and the thousands more who live downtown and rely on the market services for access to vital community resources are at an all-time high. The market community has adapted rapidly to continue to deliver essential services while keeping this community healthy and safe. At the same time, our fundraising, our events, and even how we can meaningfully engage with the community has also dramatically changed. Your support tonight will go a long way to ensuring that we can continue to assist thousands of seniors in downtown with healthy meals, medical care, social support, housing, and so much more. Here's a look into how the market community continues to provide vital services in downtown Seattle.
The Pike Place Market Foundation's mission is to nurture the market community. We do this in partnership with all of the social service agencies in the market. In the wake of this crisis, our agencies have had to act fast. We all have implemented new measures in order to keep our community safe, while still providing frontline services. The Pike Market Senior Center, usually bustling with bingo and dance class, is continuing to feed seniors experiencing homelessness with 7-day-a-week meal service. The Pike Market Food Bank, fresh off of converting to a grocery store model, has had to set up a takeaway window for the hundreds of people that need groceries every week. Heritage House in the Market, serving low-income seniors needing assisted living, had to go into total lockdown. But we are happy to report they are staying happy, healthy, and COVID-free. And Neighbor Care Health at the Market, a community health clinic normally serving vulnerable downtown patients, is now on the front line testing in shelters and low-income housing buildings throughout downtown. And where I work, the Market Commons has completely transformed. The place where we usually invite people in for coffee and to connect people to resources is now where we are securing and sorting groceries for our senior residents in the market community. It's hard right now, but we know these changes are necessary. I miss my market. I miss the people I used to see every day. I miss my local lunch spots. And I worry. I worry for the thousands of market community members who are experiencing hardships from this crisis. I trust we will come back from this stronger than ever. But it's up to each one of us to pitch in. We need you to back our efforts. Together, we can support the power of Pike Place Market and guarantee that the soul of Seattle will continue to thrive.
As you've no doubt read in the news, the market is facing its most challenging year in decades. The Market Foundation launched a response and recovery campaign to support the entire market community. Our goal is to triple our investment in the market this year with our $3.5 million Power of Pike Place Recovery campaign. These funds will support small businesses, market workers, and social services right here in the market, many of which are supporting seniors who live in the market and throughout downtown. Your generosity can make that happen right now. Last year, thanks to our generous donors, we raised $45,000 during the Fund a Need portion of Cooking with Class. What can we do together here? You may have tuned in thinking about a specific amount you could give tonight. The market needs us now more than ever. Could you consider doubling or tripling what you intended to give? Your gifts are 100% tax deductible, and more important, you are changing lives. So think of your phone as your virtual paddle. To support market seniors, simply go to cookingwithclass.ggo.bid. Like to make a donation. You can find the I'd like to make a donation button on the home screen at the top or on the drop-down menu. Now, let's start with the big number and work our way down. Who out there can give $5,000 to help provide rental assistance to market seniors who are living on a fixed income? Already this year, the Market Foundation has provided rental assistance and other financial support to over 100 people living via our Market Community Safety Net. 100 people, that is double the need compared to this time last year. At this level, you are also eligible to engrave your name in a bronze hoof print right here at Pike Place Market. And I can see all these gifts coming in, big and small. They're all important. We thank you all for your generosity. Thank you to everybody joining us now. With a $2,500 donation tonight, you can help provide fruits and vegetables to 100 low-income shoppers, and you can support market farmers as well. At this level, you are also eligible for a bronze hoof print. That is a triple win, by the way, for seniors, for farmers, and for you. And look at this, all these names. Les and Jerry, thank you so much. Christy Clerp, thank you for your generosity. Rosemary and Bryn, thank you for your generosity. All of these gifts coming in live. We appreciate everybody. Before we get to our next level, we also want to express a big thank you to Howard and Nancy Johnson for their generous gift of $2,000. Of course, you can click on one of the buttons or you can enter your own custom amount. So thank you to the Johnsons for their generous support at $2,000. Perhaps you can join us now at $1,000. If you have $1,000 to give, we challenge you, please join us now. This is so important. If you donate $1,000, you will help cover healthcare costs and COVID-19 testing for low-income patients at the Pike Place Market Medical Clinic. This is even more crucial now during this extraordinary healthcare crisis we are facing. And again, we thank, look at that, David Mann at $5,000. Thank you so much. Can we just scroll through? I'm seeing so many names here. Thank you, Christy, Rosemary again. Thank you, Brenton and Andrea. Jeanette, thank you for your generosity. Carol Yund, Sarah Ballard, thank you so much. So many generous people. Kuilani, thank you, Alice and Hillary. Everybody joining in live right now, we certainly appreciate you. How about $500? Your gift of $500 will provide case management for a senior moving out of homelessness and into market housing. This will help them with move-in costs and support resources needed to settle into their new home. And again, our goal is 100% participation. If you are watching, if you are learning from these chefs, we challenge you, please join us now. Please change lives with us. And again, thank you, Pamela Bade, joining us. Thank you, longtime supporter. Ingrid Turner, thank you for your generosity. We appreciate all of you. For a $250 donation, you can help provide grocery delivery to 20 homebound seniors in downtown Seattle who rely on food assistance from the Pike Market Food Bank. Remember, every dollar counts. No gift is too big. No gift is too small. Seriously, we are learning more and more that people coming together is what really makes a difference. So all we ask is that if you're watching, you make a gift that is truly meaningful to you. And again, Shelley Stark, thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you. $100. At this level or at any amount you give, your donation will help provide free breakfast and lunch to seniors experiencing homelessness downtown. The Market's Senior Center has stayed open this entire time to make sure our neighbors are safe and healthy and nourished. So if you can join us at $100, at $50, at $25, at $5,000, whatever level is truly meaningful to you and your family, thank you for your generosity. Thank you for digging deep, for so many who rely on these services that you are providing. This is your chance to be a hero for the community behind me. So Jim and Joan Harkins, thank you so much. Again, we really appreciate you digging deep, $1,000, incredibly generous. Everyone, we hope that you'll join us as well. Thank you. Keep giving, of course. If you're stumbling around trying to find your credit card, we're not going to stop you from giving while you're learning from our chefs. You can always hit pause, come back, keep giving. In fact, you can share this link with all your friends and family. So even though we can't hear it, can we have a big round of applause for everyone at home who joined us in supporting services and housing for seniors in the market tonight? Thank you all. Together, we are building this model for a strong, healthy, diverse community. You know, we're in Seattle. We're used to seeing the market. But the market is a nationally recognized model for public health and an urban village where neighbors work and live and build community together. And we're so grateful you are a part of our village. By the way, if you work for a company that will match your donation, please, by all means, make sure to submit your matching request this week. Then you can double the impact. The option to donate to the Fund a Need, again, stays open, so keep them coming. In fact, please share this link with your friends. Put it on Facebook, on social media, wherever and however you reach out to your friends. Let them know that they too can join you in supporting the market. But now, we're going to close our third and final round of our live auction. That's items 13 through 16, so let's get to it. 5 minutes on the clocks, my friends. Here we go. Remember, click bid more, set your maximum bid right now, and on your mark, get set, bid. All right, let's talk about these items while the clock ticks away. All right, item number 13. We are all 12th men, right? 12th men, women, people. We are the 12s. Support our boys in blue and green with all the right tools. You get 4 tickets to a game in 2021 or 2022, plus blankets, cooler, chairs, tables, clothing, water bottles. You've got this. You are a Hawks fan now, true and true. Thank you so much to the Seahawks package donated by Swire Coca-Cola. Nora Snowden right now is in the lead. Randy, you have been outbid, but don't worry. You've still got 4 minutes and 20 seconds to come on back. Just like the Seahawks, right? Second half, got to be strong. So keep on bidding, everybody. If you love the Hawks, check out item number 13. Item number 14. It's been tough lately, of course, between lockdowns, illness, smoke, eating at home constantly. So let's have some fun. Take a flight with Kenmore Air. You never will get over this beautiful view when you're in a Kenmore airplane. Head to the water and then take a relaxing and view-intense dinner cruise with Waterways Cruises. St. Michel calls with a truly fun blend experience where they will start you out with a base wine and let you create your own blend and your own label. From home, enjoy an online tasting party with a bit of taste. Learn about olive oils and balsamics and be part of their Tasters Club for 1 year. Right now, just having fun. Deanne Berman is doing an amazing job. Carmen, you've been outbid. Everyone else jump in to just have some fun. It's only $100 to bid more. Someone's gonna get this amazing package. It could be you. 3 minutes remain. All right, let's talk about item number 15. Normally we have 22 chefs donating bottles. This year, with just 3 chefs, we had to pivot a little bit. So these great sparkling rosé, white, and reds are market and Cooking with Class favorites. Stock up, be ready for any wine needs. If there's anything I've been doing, it's going through my wine. So here's your chance to support the market, to support the seniors with your instant wine cellar. Lindy Gaylord currently in the lead. Robert, you've been outbid. The Holly Phelps household has been outbid. Who's gonna get this amazing wine cellar right now? Remember, you can set a max bid, you can click bid more and just jump the bid. It's up to you. Item number 16, let's talk about this one. Restaurants have had to alter their way of doing business and many have come up with provision boxes for people to pick up and take home. This package has great options from tacos to seafood to steak to wine, water, and spirit. When you want restaurant food at home, this is the way to go. As I mentioned earlier, you have a chance to be a part of Pike Place Market history. All right, now let's take a look here. Take out extravaganza. Item number 16, currently in the lead is Carmen Johnson. Carmen Johnson outbid David. David has been an absolutely amazing bidder. We thank everybody who's bidding, but Carmen currently in the lead at $1,200. The next bid increment, only $100 with 90 seconds left. And again, as I mentioned earlier, for a donation of $2,500 or $5,000, you don't have to worry if you're gonna win a live auction item. You are guaranteed to have your very own bronze hoof print in Pike Place Market to live on for generations to come. These bronze hoof prints will be inscribed with your family name, your business name, your favorite quote. It's up to you. The Market Foundation team will work with you to inscribe something meaningful into these custom hoof prints to be installed on or near the new Pike Place Market front. Just click on Buy Now and secure your hoof print tonight with only 1 minute. That's an incredible way to show your friends and your family when you're in the market and you walk around and other people are looking for your charms and you've got a big bronze hoof print right where everyone walks. How cool is that? Plus, you get to make a meaningful contribution to this amazing community. 40 seconds left. Let's check in and see what's going on. Let's back up. Just show me some fun items, Tiffany. What's going on here? Let's see who's in the lead on some of our previous items. Right now, yes, we continue to thank people. The instant wine cellar, let's check in and see right now. When we last checked in, Lindy was in the lead. Lindy remains in the lead. Just have some fun. Item number 14 right now. Deanne Berman jumped all the way up to $1,100. Who's gonna get that with 10 seconds remaining, my friends? Let's check in on that Seahawks package again. That Seahawks package. Right now, Nora takes the lead. Randy's been outbid, but time is run out. Our live auction items are closed. Again, keep bidding on your phone until we completely close those items. There might be a slight lag between when we close them and when they actually close on your phone. So your phone is the final decider. And now, my friends, we're gonna head back to my friend, Chef Jeremy. Chef?
Our final chef for the night is a Cooking with Class favorite, Peter Levine, who is making Moroccan lamb stew with deluxe couscous. Peter got his early training in the Bay Area, where he also worked at Harry's Bar and American Grill. On the East Coast, he worked at 21 Federal Restaurant and apprenticed at the Watergate Hotel. In Seattle, his homes include Trattoria Carmine, Isabella Ristorante, Blue Water Bistro, Vivanda, Troiani, and Waterfront Seafood Grill, followed by 7 years with Columbia Hospitality. So welcome, Cooking with Class favorite, Peter Levine. Let's ring the bell.
Okay, Cooking with Class, here we are. I hope you guys have your recipes out and you can sort of follow along while I make the dish. You can see all the ingredients out here. I'll explain everything as we go. It's going to be real easy and real fun. Okay, so in your hot pan, you want to heat your oil up and get that hot. And you're going to add your vegetables, carrots, celery, onions, just like that. And we're going to let that get started. Then, season the meat with salt and pepper. You should be using kosher salt. Don't be shy with the kosher salt. It's not as strong as the iodized salt. Plenty of fresh cracked black pepper. And give that a little mix. And meanwhile, the carrot, celery, and onion are getting soft. Once they're soft, you're going to add the meat. Should be cleaned, trimmed, diced leg of lamb. You can have your butcher do it for you, or you can do it yourself. All right, so once that's going, we're gonna start adding our spices. Cumin seeds, the Madras curry. All of these spices you can buy downtown in the market at World's Merchant Spice. Great place to buy spices. Coriander, and a little tiny bit of cinnamon. It says cinnamon stick on the recipe, but ground cinnamon will work just as well, just a touch. It's one of the bullies of the spices, so you don't want to use too much of that. All right, give that a little stir. And then more salt and pepper, believe it or not. Okay, so this is all cooking now and it's getting nice and soft, getting hot. I'm gonna add just a touch of red wine. I usually use whatever I have open on my counter. Put a touch of that in there. You wanna let that just sort of reduce just a little bit. You're gonna add your crushed plum tomatoes. You're gonna bring this to a boil. You're gonna let it simmer. And then you're gonna add the raisins and the almonds and let that simmer and cook and boil for about 1 hour until the meat is tender. Okay, so after 1 hour, you've simmered and it's cooked, the meat is very tender, the sauce is reduced, it's sort of thick. Meanwhile, before that, you've cooked your couscous. I use Israeli couscous. Just boil it in salted water, drain it, treat it as pasta. Then, to make it deluxe, we add more spice, coriander, more cinnamon, a little more Madras curry, almost all the spices you added to the stew in the beginning. And then some salt and pepper. And then I like to put in some fresh herbs like green onions, mint, basil leaves. Give these guys a little chop. Fresh grated carrot, and a little more olive oil. I like olive oil in there. Helps make the couscous mix up a little bit, makes it a little bit silky. So that's your deluxe couscous. And man, let me tell you, when you taste this, it's not plain couscous. You can make this ahead of time if you like. You keep it on the counter, it's okay. And then it's gonna be time to plate your dish. I like to put the couscous down first. Nice little portion. And this recipe with 2 pounds of lamb should feed 4 to 6 people. And then we'll put lovely stew, a little bit right on top, a little on the side, and you can garnish it with some fresh cilantro, a little extra olive oil, and crack a fresh black pepper on top. Go advanced and add a couple of drops of fresh lemon juice, and you've got yourself an amazing dish. Great for any time of the year, even in the summer it's great. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Well, what a fantastic dish, dude.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. It's always great to have you here. You're so energetic and fun, and those beautiful blue eyes you have.
Oh, Jeremy.
I think it's the mask that brings it out.
Why don't you dish this up some so we can try it?
Sounds great. I think you guys are going to love this.
Yeah. I know that this is American lamb that you're using.
That's correct.
I believe we got it from Don and Joe's down at the market.
We did. Don and Joe's in the markets. I make a trip down there to get my meat when I can because their quality and their service and everything, one of the best in town for sure.
Yeah, and I love going to the produce stands because you can always find lobster mushrooms there and all these, unique vegetables where at Met Market or any of these other places, they're not carrying any of that stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
They used to carry them all the time.
Helps you inspire your dish right there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I know that you said, you could cut this up yourself or have your butcher do it, and they did it for us.
They did it for no charge. It was their pleasure to cut it.
Do you find less gaminess with an American lamb or a local lamb versus a New Zealand lamb versus a...
all lamb has a somewhat gamey flavor to it. And if you don't like that sort of gaminess, I really recommend you make this dish because all these exotic spices and the tomato and the wine, everything put together, it really, that gaminess goes away.
Not gamey at all.
Not gamey at all. And the lovely lamb flavor comes out.
You know what I love about this dish? It appears to be one of those dishes that you can have super hot and warm and beautiful. You can warm up that couscous a little bit, pour the hot stew on top of it.
Yeah.
But then you can also have it cold and it's
You can have it
phenomenal.
Room temperature salad with some yogurt on top in the middle of the afternoon. It'd be a great dish.
You use Madras curry in this.
Yeah, we
Madras?
Madras, tomato. Again, I buy mine at the World Spice Merchants in the market, and they grind the spices for you, which is great. There's so many types of curries, depending on everywhere you go. There's a different curry in India and all through North Africa. It's amazing, spice blend.
While we're talking about that, when is the best time to use a seed versus ground or?
Oh yeah, like for the coriander example, I use the ground in this dish because the seeds, first thing, they need to be toasted usually and then ground, or if you're making brines or marinades or pickling spice, that's when you keep them whole. Because all that flavor will come out in the liquid over all that time. But I need the flavor now, I want it right now, so I get it ground up. And believe it or not, this was whole seeds this morning that I ground up in my mortar and pestle before I came over.
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow. The usual attention to detail from Peter Levine.
That's right.
Yeah, I gotta say this is one badass dish. You like that?
You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
You knew it was coming.
Right?
Delicious. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Everybody enjoy. I hope you guys make the dish and give us some feedback and tell us what you think, and enjoy our awesome auction online this year. We'll see you next year for sure, live, I hope.
Yes.
I hope so too. Thank you, Peter.
Thank
you guys. Appreciate it.
Amazing, right? And again, one of our sponsors, American Lamb. Thank you so much. You made that meal possible. So thank you to American Lamb and all of our amazing sponsors. We are about to eat right down there. We're going to be supporting Matt's in the market. Come down here. We're going to eat on the cobblestone. We hope that you're doing the same thing sometime soon, but I'm only saying that to say that watching all these chefs is making all of us here at the market very excited to go down and eat after this meal. So incredible meal. Thank you to Peter, thank you to Jeremy, thank you to Connie, thank you to all of the chefs tonight. We have an exciting announcement to make. So far tonight, we have raised $49,795. So firstly, someone quickly jump on and make a quick donation so we can make over $50,000. Over $50,000. So far, that's what we have raised. All, of course, for the Pike Place Market Foundation and the community of housing and services that are vital to the entire market community. So congratulations. Thank you to all of you. Let's keep those donations coming in. Let's see where we end up. Remember, if you get your company to match, then your gift will be doubled. If you share this and your friends donate, then that gift will increase as well. So again, we're at $49,795. Keep that generosity coming. Our final two special guests, big supporters, Jerry and Kathy Kingen, they have a special invitation.
Well, welcome to Cooking with Class.
I'm Kathy
Kingen.
Kingen.
Alki. I'm Jerry Kingen.
And
the other half.
This is our restaurant, and we're so sorry you're not here this year with us.
The city of Seattle skyline.
But virtually, you're here with us, and so we welcome you. to the 19th year. We've been celebrating Cooking with Class with our fabulous, famous chefs and having such a great time together. And so this year, thanks for joining us. Next year, September 9th, 2021. Put it on your calendar. In the meantime, have a great time.
Well, credit Eileen Mintz and Connie Adams.
Absolutely.
They were the founders of this about 19 years ago.
Yeah, and it's
turned out to be an annual event that's looked forward to greatly by all and generates a lot of benefits to those around us. We like doing that.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. See you live next year.
All right, there you go. You heard it here first. September 9th, 2021. We checked your calendars. You've got nothing going on that night, so put it in your calendar now. September 9th, 2021. We will see you there, hopefully in person. My name is Fred Northup Jr. On behalf of the entire Pike Place Market community behind me, thank you. We hope to see you again in person next year at Salty's on Alki. If you haven't been to our event before, it's so much fun. We're going to send you off, in fact, with a video so you know what to expect when we all gather safely again. Take a look. We are here to have an amazing fun time, but also support the amazing community for seniors at Pike Place Market. It is truly the soul of our city.